Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Sierra, otherwise known as the Chic and Savvy Belle, and I am back with another update. The dog is eating a piece of paper. So I wanted to go ahead and make this video just as a little bit of a piece together from my last upload. So if you have not had a chance to watch my last upload, I will link it somewhere in a card or down below. But I actually almost did not share that video because I was very vulnerable. I was at my breaking point. I was just over it. I was struggling so much with my fatigue, my dizziness, my exhaustion, that I was just barely functioning, and I think I just really was starting to give into it, whereas, you know, in normal circumstances I would be trying to, you know, just mentally chill, but I just have so much on my plate, and you know, it was just like I was literally stuck in the bed on bed rest without any options, and it just was kind of like taking everything out of me. So obviously I'm here and I feel like I look a million times better than I did in that video, but I just wanted to let you guys know that that same day after I watched that video about 2 times, I literally had to slap myself a couple times, and I was just like, girl, get yourself together. So one of the things that I did was I was sitting there thinking, I was like, okay, I've never experienced this much fatigue, this much exhaustion. I could deal with the dizzy spells, but just not being able to even get out the bed was just killing me. So I thought about the fact that the vitamins that I was using, I'm like, okay, hey, stop that. Sit down. Sit. You ruined my video. You're gonna have to go. Memento. Alright, sorry about that. Y'all can see my husband's ab bench or whatever that thing's called, the ab cruncher in the background. But what I was trying to say was I thought about it, and it was crazy because now looking back, I was so drained. My brain, I literally couldn't think. I couldn't do, everything I had was going to the babies, y'all. When they say, I don't even know how to explain what happens to the body when it has no energy, but my brain, I could not even think. So in that moment, I was so frustrated. I don't know where I got the power from, but I was like, today I'm going to try my liquid vitamins. So those of you who don't know or do know, one of the things with my pregnancy that's probably a little different and unique is I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy last year, 2018. 1 second. Sorry, I am okay, some congestion. Okay, so I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy 2018, February to be exact. I made 1 year this year in February. Well, one of the things with the sleeve is it's basically a procedure, for those of you that don't know, that aids in weight loss. So I was 311 pounds when I first opted to have the surgery, and with, you know, completely changing my lifestyle and the help of my sleeve, I lost 133 pounds. So one of the things with having weight loss surgery is that your stomach can no longer hold a lot of nutrients because it's a lot smaller, and things pass faster because it's not that big. So I have to take vitamins daily, and because I was a year out, my vitamin regimen had already kind of started to change because I could eat more and I could eat things that were giving me those nutrients that I needed initially in the beginning from vitamins. So one of the things from the beginning of my journey, I was taking a very powerful liquid vitamin. It's a powder formula that I used to shake up every morning, and people would always ask. I started taking it 2 weeks. Oh, you know what? I think I started taking it 30 days before I even had surgery, because I wanted to try and find something that gave me a lot of energy and nutrients, because I was so physically active. Like, I worked out a lot during my 1 year of this post-op surgery. So I was trying to find something that would make sure it replenished all the nutrients that I was burning, and I came across something called Vitamin Cooler from GNC, and I really loved it. And so after I had my surgery, it just kept me so energized. Like, there was never a day that I really felt weak. There was never a day that I felt like I didn't have the energy to go on. I mean, I was working out 2-3 hours a day without even eating, and still had tons of energy, because I just, like, these vitamins just are so nutrient and like high in value. So it's funny, because I was supposed to be doing a jump rope challenge from May, and I ended up having to pull the plug on that, because the doctor said it wouldn't be in my best interest to do a jump rope challenge. And my jump rope challenges get to a point where they are pretty extensive towards the end as far as the jump count. So I went ahead and I pulled that. Well, before the challenge was supposed to start, I went out and I purchased a brand new container of the liquid vitamins, because it's like, I usually burn so much during the jump rope challenge that I do have like a sense of depletion, in a sense, because not only am I doing a jump rope challenge, I'm also doing my regular workout, which normally would consist of at least a 2-mile run, and then usually I would spend like 45 minutes to an hour working out, like strength training. So I would do my jumps, then I would go and do my regular workout. So when I was doing the jump rope challenge, each time, I did it twice. I did it in September and I did it in January. I was like running on fumes. I was hungry. I was hungry every 2 hours. Like, I could tell that I was burning everything I had. So I prepared myself this go around for the May challenge by going ahead and getting me a new container of the vitamins. It's a 30-day supply, and I was going to take those vitamins during the challenge. So I completely forgot that I had those vitamins, because I forgot I bought them for the challenge. I didn't have any prior to that. So that day when I had that mental breakdown, I was like, you have to figure something else out. And then a light bulb went off, which, had I been in my right mind prior to that, I would have been figured out I needed to try something different. And so I went ahead and I got up, made me, it's 10 ounces of water that goes with the powder, and I'll show you guys. This is it right here. It's called Vitamin Cooler. Let's see if I could get it. There we go. Vitamin Cooler by, who is this? Revolution Nutrition. Revolution Nutrition. If you see this video, listen to me. This video is not sponsored. Revolution Nutrition did not pay me for this. Y'all saved my life, okay? If you see this video, contact your girl, because she needs a lifetime supply. Listen, okay? Like, this vitamin is so strong. It has so much in it, guys. Like, immediately, okay? Listen, I'm not even exaggerating. When I took that drink, it was 10 ounces, okay? I drank it. I was laying in the bed, because all I could literally do was go make it and come back. I laid there, I drank it, I went to sleep. I remember I fell asleep, and I woke up, and I was like, I could think. It was like my brain cells were back. It was like an instant recovery. It was kind of like, the best way I could describe it was, have you ever seen a flower that needs water, and you put water in it and it just starts to sprout back up? That was me. I was the flower. These vitamins rejuvenated my body so quickly that it was like a miracle, okay? And so I was like, oh. So that whole day, like, after I got up, I was like, oh my God, I don't want to get too excited and like jinx myself. So I made me some coffee, okay? I walked around, I like took like a long bath. Like I was just like, I do not want this feeling to go, so I'm not going to do anything that's gonna drain anything. And I just wanted to see how that day went. That day was the best day of my life, okay? All right, I'm exaggerating. It wasn't the best day of my life, but it was like the best day of my first, when was that? First 8 weeks of pregnancy. And so I was just like, I told my husband, I actually cried because I was just so grateful that I could function at that point. And so my husband was just so happy for me because he was just like, he was so terrified. He just knew that I was not gonna make it. Like, it was like every day that I struggled was another day that he felt like I did not make the right decision by keeping this pregnancy, and that was just weighing on me. And then I'm like, I felt bad because I couldn't even help but to, like, I couldn't even pretend like I was okay. Like I couldn't even pretend like I felt good. There was literally nothing I could do to make him feel better about the situation. So it was just like, it was just all weighing on me, and I was just like, ugh, am I gonna make it? Like, I started having like doubts, like, are these babies gonna take me out? Like, I'm really about to die from malnutrition. Like, now obviously my doctor was clearly aware of what was going on, but I don't think that they truly knew just how bad it was, because of the sleeve. Like, I think, you know, they definitely did what they had to do. They told me what I needed to do, rest and things like that, and eat 6 meals a day, blah 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 blah. But I don't think that they truly knew just how bad it was, because from every twin vlog that I've seen, it seems as though twins really do take a lot out of a mom, but mine's was like 3 times that, because I can't eat that much. I had nothing in me. I missed a month of vitamins, so my body was behind already. So it was just like I had nothing left to give. Okay, so these vitamins saved my life, guys. So that was that morning, and then I think I had the next day I took it again, and I think I felt okay. And then that next day, I want to say, or maybe it was just 2 days, it was those 2 days, and then the next day was my ultrasound. So what I'm gonna do, I'll show you guys the little clip, and it's like night and day. Okay, it's literally night and day from my emotional breakdown to like 2 days later at my first real ultrasound. We had the handheld ultrasound, but my real ultrasound was 2 days after I took the vitamins that got me out the bed. And so I'll let you guys see that. I'll insert that. They did not allow us to film, which was very disappointing. I was very sad about that. The technician said it's something about some type of HIPAA laws or whatever, so they didn't let us film. My husband did sneak a little bit of a video, but he has an Android, I have an iPhone, and for some reason the video is all like jacked and all fuzzy wuzzy, so it's like whatever. I'm not even gonna worry about it because I'm gonna have a new ultrasound, and hopefully I can get some footage from the next one. But I do have images that I will insert after I show you guys the clip, and we definitely got to hear the baby's heartbeats. We got to see them, and it was so surreal for me, because first of all, I honestly didn't think that they were in there anymore. Like I felt like they were in there because clearly I was dying of exhaustion, but I just felt like my body wasn't going to be able to provide them with a healthy enough space to survive. So I'm not gonna lie, y'all, every single day I just knew I was gonna have a miscarriage. Like, I just knew I was gonna wake up and have a miscarriage because I just was that depleted. I'm like, there's no way these babies are getting what they need if I feel like this. Like, I have nothing to give them. And so those 8 weeks, I was just like, I have no idea what's happening in there. So when I got to see them and they were on track with their like their measurements, and we could see on I think it was baby B. Oh, and that's the other thing that was pretty cool and exciting. They got their baby A and baby B names. So we now have a baby A and a baby B. But it was just really cool to see that they were thriving. Like, I could see the spine, like one of them had its back to whatever direction the little thing was. Like we could see the whole spine on one, baby B, and then baby A, which was kind of like in a position where we could really see everything. It looked like a little gummy bear. So I was 8 weeks. I found out I was 8 weeks during that time. So when I show you guys the clip, I'm 8 weeks in the pictures in the little clip. But they look like little gummy bears at that age. It's really funny. And baby A just kept like flickering, like doing this little motion. It was just like a little and my mom was with us. She swears that they were like moving around, like, yeah, they weren't. Baby A was just doing like a little jerking motion. That was it. It was nothing extra. And baby B was like balled up and we could see the spine. That was basically it. But we did get to hear each of the baby's heartbeats. And I think in that moment, I felt so much relief. I was just kind of like, I felt like it was all worth it. All the days of exhaustion and fatigue and hot flashes and dizziness, at that moment I felt like it was worth it because they were thriving and they had what they needed. So I felt good. And up until that point, I was just afraid to even like bond with the idea of having these babies, because like I said, I was afraid that any day I would lose them. And I just didn't want to get attached. I didn't want to, you know, just be in a even worse mental state, because this was unplanned, you know. So it was just a crazy time. But we'll get to where I am now. But I'm trying to get you guys caught up, so I'm trying to like get all these clips and stuff updated and on my channel so we could get to where I am now. But thank you guys so much. All is well. I am finally like almost clear of my sinus infection. Like, listen, God is good, and I'm just a very like optimistic and faithful person, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Ooh, that faith was being tested. Ooh, I was being tested. I was being tested. Okay, tested. So it just goes to show that you just got to keep the faith and just stay positive as best as possible. I prayed every single day, you know, just give me a sign, Lord, like what am I supposed to be doing? And then lo and behold, I got saved by some vitamins. These vitamins saved my life. So yes, God is good. And I'm gonna go ahead and insert the clip. It's very short because we didn't get to video anything. And then I'll let you guys see the pictures at the end. All right, thanks so much for listening to me jibber jabber. I'll be back with another video very soon. I am almost caught up with all of the random clips that I have, so y'all stay tuned. All right, thanks so much. Hey baby. Like father, like son. So we are at the doctor today after a long 2 weeks of waiting to get our first real ultrasound to see if in fact we are pregnant, and if in fact it is too, and to find out my due date, because I don't know that. I didn't know. I don't really track my cycle because I am a mom of an 11-year-old and had no thoughts that anything like this would happen. So I couldn't even like He knew my last cycle, but then it was weird in February, so we don't really know what happened. But we're gonna find out today. So he's still the same. I've made peace with it. I'm actually on the verge of, as long as they're healthy and I'm healthy, I'm happy. That's all I'm worried about. Look at him over there. He's just so funny. He's so funny. And yesterday I actually had a good day. I took some different vitamins, actually the vitamins I used to take when I was first post-op, and I felt like a brand new woman. So I took them today, trying to see if that was what helped me out. And no, I feel weird today, but I'm not sleepy. I just feel off. Like I feel like queasy-ish. But that's not an energy issue. That's more of a like, I just feel weird issue. So I think the new vitamins, the liquid vitamins that I used to use, are better for me because I need more. Like they're higher in nutrients. But I'll share all that later. So we're about to go in and get ready for this ultrasound. I'm excited. Are you a little excited at least? To see like if they're healthy? He's gonna get better with time. We just gotta give him time, that's all. All right.